For most of my life, I thought love was a straight line. You meet someone, fall hard, build a life, raise children, and hold each other's hand as the years turn silver. That was the rhythm I trusted, the story I thought was mine. For over a decade, it seemed true, until one night, a single confession cracked it open, forcing me to confront not only him, but myself. We had already weathered years together when the moment came. It didn't arrive with anger or betrayal, but with a trembling honesty I never expected. What stunned me wasn't only what he revealed, but my own reaction. I didn't slam the door. I didn't say no. I listened. I weighed. And eventually, I whispered yes. I still remember how it began, back in college. Two young people buried in books and deadlines, one steady and methodical, the other restless and hungry for more. Somehow, we balanced each other. After graduation, we stood in front of family and friends, exchanged vows in a modest ceremony, and started a life. Laughter echoed through our little home, and later, the cries of children filled the spaces between. From the outside, we were what people pointed to with admiration, solid, enviable, unshakable. But beneath that polished picture, tiny cracks had already begun to spread where no one else could see. The busyness crept in quietly. His career demanded more of him. Mine did too. Days blurred into schedules, deadlines, and responsibilities. Conversations once painted with dreams and wonder shrank into bullet points. Who would pick up the kids? Which bill was overdue? What needed fixing around the house? Love still lived there, but hidden, muffled under exhaustion. It was on our anniversary, with the glow of candles softening the silence, that the ground shifted. He reached for my hand, hesitated, then spoke words that trembled with both fear and hope. A truth he had carried for years, a wish that bent against the rules we had set long ago. He wasn't confessing absence of love. He was confessing fear, that silence and denial might corrode us faster than honesty ever could. The weight of it hit like a sudden storm. My heart pounded between betrayal and grief, anger and curiosity. Part of me recoiled, but another part, the one I rarely admitted to, understood. Secrets, when buried, rot. They turned to poison. And here he was, daring to share his before it could consume us. I didn't answer that night, or the next. For weeks, I turned it over. I filled pages of my journal, whispered prayers into the darkness, and listened to the storm of my own doubts. But as I watched him, I noticed something shift. He wasn't distant, waiting to see if I'd bend. He was gentler, more attentive. A mug of coffee left waiting for me, a hand brushing mine while I cooked. A soft text during the day, thinking of you. He lingered with the kids, read to them slowly, laughed more freely. His actions weren't saying, I want to leave you. They were saying, I want to be real with you. One night, as he read to our youngest under the glow of a nightlight, I saw it clearly. His confession wasn't born from rebellion, it was born from trust, from wanting me to know every corner of him, even the shadows. And somehow, that made me want to step closer, not pull away. When I finally gave him my answer, it wasn't dramatic. Just a quiet, trembling yes. Not yes to abandoning the life we had built, but yes to facing the unknown together. Yes, because I trusted him. Yes, because I realized I too had buried pieces of myself. Dreams of adventure, of rediscovery, of a life not confined to routine. That moment didn't end our story. It reshaped it. We built new rules, drew clear boundaries, and made honesty our compass. There were nights I doubted, cried quietly into my pillow, wondering if I had made a mistake. But there were mornings when he pulled me close and whispered, "You're my forever." And I believed him. Strangely, his wish unlocked mine. It wasn't only about love. It was about daring to live differently, about late-night talks that stretched until dawn, road trips with no destination, dancing in the kitchen just because. About finding the version of myself I thought I had lost beneath years of duty. We didn't become perfect. We fought. We stumbled. We faced judgment from those who could never understand. But our love grew deeper, not because it followed a perfect script, but because it became ours. Unvarnished, unfiltered, brave. Looking back, I know that saying yes wasn't surrender. It was courage. The courage to choose truth over silence, to risk stepping into uncertainty hand in hand. Because sometimes the bravest kind of love isn't holding on tighter to the familiar. It's daring to walk into the unknown together,